Good morning, everybody. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Good morning, vlogsters. Can you see my breath? Don't worry, the guy's coming Tuesday. I keep saying that. That was just a commercial. Today we have some courage. Courage in a cup. Would this be liquid courage? I know that that's not what people call liquid courage, but for me, coffee is liquid courage because it gets me to do all things. We have all of our mods on today because we want to make sure that I get to hear everything everybody says. The other thing I want to do is apologize that this live coffee chat is not coming from the craft room like I promised you last week, but because the furnace is out, I'm actually I've got meat hanging in my office just to save some freezer space. If you don't know what that means, it means it's like a meat locker. Good morning, whoever just popped on.
There's a girl.
What?
Jessie, the craft.
Oh, hi, Jessie. I wanted to tell everybody about the weekend because it was kind of amazing. It was kind of an amazing weekend. And it's really oddly enough, like the buying stuff was probably the most expensive part of the weekend, but like the hotel room was really nice and relatively inexpensive considering we slept 3 people and had full breakfast for everybody. Um, the event itself was only $10 a ticket. And that included sort of a live show that happened once every half an hour, I think, maybe. Um, and just to see all of the thing, like I literally rolled in because Jimmy, it was a convention center and I totally 100%, it was a wheelchair day. And as I rolled in, I wanted to scream at the top of my lungs, like, hello, fellow weirdos, because that's totally, I felt like my element, my people. These are my people. These are my people. We love, Halloween's our favorite holiday, like that kind of thing. People had the best clothes on. Like I spent most of the day, I said to a lady who was standing there waiting for her family, I said, I've spent more time shopping on people's bodies than I have shopping on the set because I'm like, oh my God, I love her shoes. Oh my God, I need that skirt. Oh my God, I love your... Lady had a purse that looked like a phone, and it actually had a phone, like a workable phone that hooks up to your cell phone as it was amazing. The workable receiver, I'm sorry. And it was the cutest thing. I totally have to find it wherever she got it from because it's toast adorbs.
Mullen is here. JD Downey is here.
JD Downey?
Judy.
Oh, Judy.
And
Hi.
Pam Wood.
Pam! Oh, Pam lives so close. I miss Pam. Pam lives just a couple of towns away. Pam was, I shared her picture on one of my videos one time because I ran into her at my Dollar Tree. Just towards like the beginning of the pandemic. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Started to talk about this weekend. So we went to an event called the Oddities and Curiosities. It actually is almost like a traveling, it's an expo. It's like a traveling sideshow sort of thing. And they do literally have a freak show that you can pay a little extra, like a couple of bucks.
It used to be called the Freak Show.
Oh, apparently it used to be called the Freak Show. I didn't know that. They have like a freak show that you can pay an extra couple of dollars to go in. It's $10 to get into the event, which they do have like some free entertainment on a stage, but then you can pay like a couple extra dollars to go into the freak show, which is like to see the 2-headed calf, and like those weird oddities that like an old freak show would be. And then they also had, you can take a taxidermy class, which I thought was so cool. Very expensive for the taxidermy. It's on par with taking a taxidermy class in the college. I just meant like as far as the whole event being a $10, a $10, $5 show, then it was like $150 to take a taxidermy class. I was like, you had to really be wanting to do that. But everything else, just the shops, people had antiques, people had bones. I got a handmade broom, like a small beater broom that is stunningly gorgeous artwork. I just don't even know how else to describe it. This person's artwork was amazing. Their craftsmanship. Sorry, that's what I meant to say, craftsmanship. So much beautiful artwork and photography and taxidermy and collectibles, crystals, whatever kind of like, people had clothes. People had, they had clothes. People were selling clothes. They were selling customized mugs and all these things. It was just such an amazing, group of people to be with, to see. And you know the thing that I loved about it, and I noticed this as I was traveling through the show, but also towards the end, because after I left, they had in a convention center, they had a bodybuilding convention going on next door to like basically the next room. And they were starting to set up an acai bowl outside of that event. And everybody in the oddities, everybody I talked to talked like we were great. We knew each other forever. Like it was just that kind of feeling of community. I went out in the hallway and I tried to crack the same types of feeling of community with the guy setting up the acai bowl thing. Nothing. Pretended I wasn't even there. And I was kind of like, oh my God, I didn't realize, like, here I am in my wheelchair, here I am plus size, here I am wearing my mask. And everybody's just, they're my people. There was other people there who were plus size, other people in wheelchairs, other people like had these cool scooters where you put, it almost looked like the broken foot scooter, but they were sitting on them. It was really wild. It was because sit on, one foot went up and you scooted with the other foot. It was so cool. And there's just all of these, like, other people with disabilities, other people with other abilities, lots of plus size people, lots of people who were bald, lots of people missing teeth.
Brenda, I'm gonna butcher her name.
No, Brenda's okay. Yeah.
Wow, I always loved freak shows growing up, and at the fair, my dad would pay to take me in them.
Oh, at the county fair here, not county fair here, because I don't live here. I mean, I live, oh my God.
They are awesome people. They understand. Yep.
At the county fair in Suffolk County, New York, when I went the first time, we went to the freak show. The round table?
Oh,
You talking to Lisa?
Yeah. Oh, you want the round table out?
If it can go in the corner, it'd be great.
It's not gonna go in that corner.
Yeah, if it fits.
The round table? There's no way that's gonna fit over there.
Oh, okay.
Sell the luggage and stuff.
Well, even if
Where the
luggage
table
came out,
was.
it's not gonna, unless
I
you.
mean, like all the pillows and the.
She hasn't been.
Do what
in
you
there.
want. Lisa said don't put it back.
Okay,
I just don't know where I'm going to put it. So,
We'll figure
Okay.
it out.
sorry about that. We're doing a little rearranging in that room. The Suffolk County Fair was the first time my cousin took me. First time I ever went, and they had a freak show, and they were like a 21-inch woman, and of course the picture on the thing is like a Barbie doll, like but it wasn't. It was like a person who, like, it was a little person, and she was just sitting there, and you gave her money as donations, and she was sitting there crocheting. It was the funnest thing, because I realized that, like, again, just people. These are people. People are people. Kind of thing. And I just realized I forgot to tell Sylvia. Let me know if Sylvia comes on. Text Sylvia. I was talking to her this morning. Hey, I forgot to tell you I'm going live on the vlog channel. Period. I'm sure you got a notification, but I don't know if you're watching your phone. Period.
Okay, I'll send you a message.
Okay. Sorry about that. Oh, that just got itchy, right? There. Okay. Yeah, so when I went to my first freak show, we saw the two-headed, they had a two-headed calf, but it really was two-faced. He didn't have two whole heads, this one. He had, like, the like he was a twin that didn't quite separate. Yeah, it was kind of wild. I love that stuff. Because it makes you feel like less of, if you don't feel comfortable in your own skin, and at the time that I went, I was young and I didn't really feel as comfortable in my own skin. It's nice. It makes you feel like, people are people, and they come in all shapes and sizes and colors, and, with extra parts and with less parts, and that type of thing. So, yeah, I kind of really like that as well. And the fact that everybody's accepting, because everybody's different, and when you're different, when you're different and society treats you different, you can be amongst people who are like you. It feels just like home, And the night before, we went to a mediumship, which I thought was amazing. I'd never been to one before. It was very intimate. Basically, it was the Blue Bodhi. She has a TikTok. We follow on her TikTok and YouTube. Sorry, and Instagram. And she is such a gifted woman. She has so many amazing gifts. Um, but yeah, you definitely. I was gonna say definitely follow her. What she does every Tuesday she does live. Jim, is that a cat? Oh my god, that looks like a really big cat, like huge, like a small bobcat. Sorry guys, literally squirrel moment, but it's a cat. Um, the she does live horoscopes. Basically, she gives you a horoscope reading for the week, and she does it by pulling cards. And she asks you like if you're a Cancer, and you have to like, you know, think about what message you want. All the Cancers come and think about what message you want, and then she'll pull the cards randomly. And it's so amazing how like spot on she is so often. And um, it's funny because I can be skeptical when I find a new person. So what I'll do is I will live my week and I'll watch the reading at the end of the week. And I'll see, oh my gosh, yes, I could see exactly what she was talking about because we did have these struggles. So now that I trust her abilities because I've like basically vetted her myself. Now that I go back and I can like watch her tell me like what to look out for, what to do, how to take care and that type of things. Um, and she has a store which is we like she likes to call it the pagan superstore, but she doesn't discriminate. She sells Bibles, she sells holy water blessed by a priest.
Yep.
She doesn't discriminate any religion.
At all.
She just doesn't want any religion to discriminate her either.
Right.
And that's really what the message that she wants to send out. As often, she was raised a Southern Baptist. Um, she also was raised by her stepfather, I believe, was a Native American. He was an indigenous person who taught her a whole, like how to connect to the earth and to the earthly spirits. And so she's had influence by so many sources that have really helped her and her gifts. And she's just, like when you in a room with somebody and you're like, that is a pure soul. But she also cusses. So she's like real. You know what I mean? She's just real and things frustrate her and she's just like, she also has medical issues and it's nothing, I'm not giving away her stuff because this is stuff she shares. She's got a seizure disorder and she's got diabetes and she's talked about these things before. And certain medications do certain things to her. So she's just a real person like all of us and we can all relate. It's really funny. When Lisa first followed her, she really just was drawn to her. And then she introduced her to us. And we also really just drawn to her. She's just got that same cool vibe that we all are drawn to. That you guys draw to from me. That real cool, like down-to-earth vibe. And Lisa was like really starting to almost like fangirl a little bit. And then we had one of you who have become a friend of mine. I was FaceTiming with. And then Lisa had walked into the room. And the person I was talking to got like, oh my God, it's Lisa, like fangirled over Lisa. And Lisa's like, you don't fangirl over me. And I was like, this is what I'm trying to tell you. I'm just a person. People, and I don't like that term fangirl. Like, I don't want people fangirling over me, but that excitement you get when you meet somebody that you've connected with over the internet, that now you've met in real person, you have that sense of like in awe almost. And I'm like, you just realize like, I've been your best friend for 30 years and now I'm doing this and I've got that, and now you have it, and you see, you're just a person. She's like, oh, I'm nobody to fangirl over. I'm like, I'm not anybody to fangirl over either.
Jim.
Are you paying attention, Jim? Is there a cat?
No, I'm showing him the cat outside the
Yeah.
door and Daisy slowly got up. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Lisa's one cat is on her lap and wants nothing to do with anything except food, pretty much, and pets. The other one is like, oh my God, there's a squirrel, there's a bird, this thing. And another cat comes to the door and she's like, and you can see her bending as the cat starts to go around, you see her bending. Oh, she's taking the higher ground. She's going to show who's boss.
To comment if they can see the chat, because nobody's commented in a while.
Can you guys see the chat? Lisa wants to know because she's modding the comments and she said nobody's commented in a while.
So I just want to make sure it's working for them.
I'm seeing comments come up on here. You're not seeing any come up on there?
Not for a while. Jim,
Oh.
you?
Last comment was you saying like a sailor.
Yeah, I've commented 3 times since anybody else
Oh,
has
okay.
commented.
I can't see how many people are watching. Can you?
59.
Oh, okay. If anybody can comment. Oh,
Okay,
there's
there we go,
somebody.
Judy.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Lisa thought we broke it.
How's the apothecary coming along?
What'd you say, sweetie?
Somebody asked how the apothecary is coming along.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the apothecary is coming along amazingly. Plus, we found out recently, and it's a secret, and I can't tell you for a couple of weeks, but I found out something very cool that we're going to be doing that's going to like enhance the apothecary. I cannot wait to share it with you, and I hate doing those like things that like lead you into like suspense, but I'm trying to make it kind of a surprise. Like, I guess for the holidays, I'd like to surprise you all. But I'm excited to share when we get it all finished. And you really don't ever finish an apothecary because as you use herbs, you know, what'd you say? Replenish, exactly. So you're constantly growing, and then when you find out a new thing, like we found out, I knew about ashwagandha, and I knew ashwagandha was good for Alzheimer's and memory, but I also heard it was great for if you have like a mind that won't settle before you go to bed. Who knew? You know, and that's another thing we found out about one of the crystals that we use. It's called howlite, and we know that it's good for X, Y, and Z, but it's also good if you have a mind that won't settle before you go to bed. They tell you to, you know, keep howlite by your bed, or wear it as a bracelet, or wear it as a charm, or keep the crystal by you. So it's stuff like, as even as we think we know, we're still learning. It's always a learning experience, you know.
Susan. Well, first Jesse said cliffhanger, and then Susan Brown said, "Jerry, you look great and sound great. Are you going to grow herbs terrarium style?"
I want to. So I actually don't know what happened to this, but when I was in the hospital last year, my insurance company gave us a free hydroponic herb garden. And it came when I was there, and when I came home, I have no idea what happened to it. So I don't know if Jim decided to give away because he didn't know what it was, or he doesn't even remember it. Like, to be honest, you said you don't even remember what happened to it. Hi, sweetheart. You want to come be on the live stream? I say hi to the people? You come say hi to the people?
I'm not sure.
Let me move that because that's what you want to do, right? Sorry, Daisy just came up. Oh, decided never mind. Nope, she's down. But anyway, I would really like to. I want to get. I found a mini greenhouse. The problem is I don't want it on the ground. I want it elevated, so I wanted to try to see about building sort of a platform. However, here's the big problem with growing here, is that my front yard is really the only continuous area that gets continuous light. And I don't know that I necessarily want the herb garden in my front yard. So it's kind of like we're working on.
Susan Brown
How
said
to-
you can grow them in a well-lit window.
We don't have one.
No.
And the windowsills here stink because the windows that we have these really kind of weird, you have to pull the window in and slide it over, so there's no windowsill. There is a windowsill, but as soon as you open the window, there's no windowsill. So keeping stuff up there is like
One of those
another.
platforms for the cat bed platforms. That
That'd be
you
good, right? Yeah.
Just put a board across it instead of.
That's
the,
actually a good idea.
Mhm.
My sister Jane, we used to have 2 windows in our bedroom that were like in the corner of the bedroom. And I used to. They're still there. It's not my room anymore. My sister Jane had put a board, a shelf across it, and put a mini ladder on it with shelves on it, like way before her time. Like, she was so before her time with the farmhouse thing. And then she grew her little plants on there. So I know exactly what you guys are talking about. Now I just have to do is get a mini step ladder and I'll be set. No, yeah, the light, I would literally have to probably be in Jimmy's office. Would have to be, or my bedroom. See, even my bedroom window, I have one bedroom window that faces the street, that faces the front of the house. but there's a giant tree right in front of it, so it's only gets sun in the wintertime. But Jimmy's office, it gets all the sun. And he's like, "Oh, my office is freezing." I was like, "Did you open your curtains?" And it's hard to him to open his curtains because he's got his tapestries and the chairs are in the way and the stuff is in the way. So it's sort of like everything is like nothing is set perfectly. Nothing is just like easy until we get everything done and get everything cleared out. And then things will start to get like usable and easy, I feel like. I do know that I have a lot of projects every week that I'm told is probably too much to not have projects every week. But it's hard when there's still so much left to do of what, excuse me, of what we were trying to accomplish before I got sick.
Oh, Susan said the small hydroponic unit has a light.
Oh, okay. Hey, you don't even need a light. Just put it anywhere. That's very cool. I didn't know that. Sorry, everybody. Probably. But it's in the car.
No, it's on the table. I told you it was in my bag.
Oh, yes. Would you get me my water? The big bottle?
It should be right there on the table.
Sorry, everybody. I didn't mean to have a coughing fit. I forgot to take my nose spray this morning. It's exactly. Post-nasal drip is kicking my butt.
Susan said, I hate when I get a coughing attack. And Jan said, I can't keep a plant alive to save my life. I have a black thumb. Jan, girl, me too. I killed a cactus more than once.
I killed a friendship plant before I saw the movie, but it wasn't even. I tried. I think I overwatered an orchid.
Oh, okay. Sheila
Wait.
Hall, this is a great
Oh.
one. Sheila Hall said you and Jim should do videos on things you are discovering that would help mindfulness, memory, sleep, etc. in the ways of herbs and crystals. Are you into oils? I use peppermint for colds. Yes, oils
Yes.
and crystals and yes, all the things.
All the things that are from the earth
Uh-huh.
were put. It's hard to think like, oh, you're a Christian. You're not. Look, God put all of these on the earth for you to use, and if you don't believe that they work, that's fine. That's your prerogative. But don't tell me they don't work for me. I mean, that's just like medicine. We were just discussing the Tylenol with codeine that I got to help me with my pain. It doesn't always help everybody with their pain. Everybody's got different tolerances for different medications, and different medications work different in people's bodies. The same is true for herbs and crystals and essential oils. You know, what works for some may not work for everybody, but it's definitely worth a shot, especially when it's natural. What harm is it going to do to your body? Unless you're allergic to peppermint, which you probably would know before you take the peppermint essential oil or have peppermint tea. What would be the harm if you drank a cup of peppermint tea to see if it would help soothe your stomach or help calm you down? If you don't like it, it's just tea. What did it cost you? $2, $3 to buy the box? You can give it away the rest to someone else. If it doesn't work for you, then it doesn't work for you. But what if it does? I always say like this. But what if it does? Yeah, it might not work for you, but what if it does? Then you can get rid of your NyQuil. You can get rid of your Z-Quil or whatever you're doing. Maybe even you're taking like Amberin or whatever it is. Is that it? Amberin? It's not right. That's the menopause stuff. Ambien, excuse me. You can get rid of or if you just need to just calm your mind down before you go to sleep, drink some of this tea or whatever. And
peppermint, like Sheila was saying, peppermint's good for colds. Eucalyptus is good. Peppermint is
echinacea.
also good. Yeah, echinacea is good. Eucalyptus, peppermint is also good for nausea. Just to sniff it, it's great for nausea.
It's great for nausea.
Rebecca Ivy said hello, happy Sunday.
Hi.
Susan Smith said, Brenda said, I'm a plant killer, so you join the family. Susan Smith said, when you get better, can you come help me declutter my clothes? Hold up, Susan. That's only if she brings me two because she's terrible at it.
Oh, no. I'm great at separating other people's stuff.
No. Decluttering.
Yeah, I'm great at decluttering other people's stuff. I have no problem with that.
Other people's. Okay, I was
yeah,
gonna
it's
say,
mine.
okay.
I'm the one who grew up without things. I need things now, you know.
Jan said, yes, Lisa, cacti, succulents, air plants have all died under my care. I know, I get it. Susan Brown said they probably died because you gave them too much love. Maybe so.
You know,
Grumpy cacti need to be left alone. I know. I probably watered it too much.
it's the Elmira. Did you guys ever see the what is it? Animaniacs.
Oh yes.
So it's supposed to be like Elmer Fudd, but it's Elmira, and she hugs. She's like, I'm gonna hug it and love it and squeeze it to
Yes.
death. It's I'm the Elmira of plants. I must give it too much love. That's supposed to be what, right?
Sheila Hall said, "Just don't get peppermint oil in your eyes. It really doesn't feel good."
No.
It really doesn't.
I don't think
feel
any
good.
oil in your eyes would feel good, to be honest.
She said it really doesn't feel good, but I use it under my nose, ears, and on my chest. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Same with
eucalyptus.
eucalyptus. Yeah.
Well, that's what's in the vapor rub.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Margaret
Menthol.
Rose. She said,
Hi,
good
good morning.
morning. And then
Good
Brenda
morning,
said,
pretty
when
lady.
I was living at home, I was young. I fell hands first in my mom's cactus plant. Wow, what pain. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Ouch. Ouchie, ouchie, ouch.
I don't know how I did it, but one day in Arizona, I got one of those jumping cactus.
You talk a little louder. I don't know if everybody can hear you. Guys hear Jim? Can you guys hear Jim on there? Anybody? I know you're delayed, so.
Margaret said, good morning, Jen.
Good morning, Jim. Oh, Sushma. Okay, Jen, go ahead, tell your story just a little louder because the microphone's over here.
Oh, one time in Arizona, I was walking through an area that just had a bunch of those jumping cactus, and one of them jumped out and landed right on my shoe into my toe,
Ouch.
right into the big toe.
Okay, so for somebody who's never lived in the desert, could you please tell me what a jumping cactus is?
It's a weird looking cactus with like all these little different branches that stick out, and if you walk by it too close, it literally launches one of those chunks of cactus at
Really?
you. Yeah.
Oh, it's like a defensive mechanism?
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. That's very cool. Do you guys think Jim's cold? Oh, say hi. Lisa said don't put her on camera, but that was an accident.
Oh, it's all right. I don't even care. Whatever.
Okay, that's baby. Good morning, baby. Baby.
Taking a bath. Do you mind? Hey,
Say hi to the people.
no, she's taking a bath.
All right. How rude. You
She said,
just
come
filming
back
me.
later.
How rude filming me when I'm in the bathtub. I was joking because they both eat and then take a bath, and I'm like, I don't understand. You're supposed to wash your hands before you eat, ma'am. And then the other thing, I was like, what are you just doing? Spreading cat food all over yourself, trying to attract the opposite sex? I couldn't figure out this whole situation, but hey, I'm not a cat. I don't know. That's totally normal.
Sheila asked, when is your heat due to be fixed?
Tuesday,
Not soon
hopefully.
enough.
And of course, it's a cold spell, and of course, it's going to be, and this is not that 54 degrees is warm, but it's going to be like in the 50s next week. Like this, it's in the 20s, 30s right now. Like it was in the 20s overnight or the teens, and of course, it's broken like next week. We couldn't have swapped it, is all I'm saying.
Susan Brown said, I made some wonderful oils with roses and gardenia.
Oh, that sounds amazing. So this was a question, Susan. I'm curious. Somebody had asked, could you use any oil? Like I always blend essential oils and mineral oil, but can you use any oil? Mineral oil is just safe. It's, it's hypoallergenic. It's safe. It's fragrance free itself. And it really does hold its oilness, if that makes any sense. But somebody asked about like mixing some essential oils into olive oil. Could you use olive oil because it's also natural? I'm sure it would change the scent because olive oil does have a fragrance. But I was just curious. Can you mix it in anything? That was a great question, and I was going to look up the answer when it was asked. But
Brenda said, she was the one that fell hands first into the cactus. She said, oh my God, it took forever for Mom to get the needles out of my hands. And Susan said, if you fall in cactus, use tape to pull the stickers out.
that's cool.
Tommy Dawson said, hi, Jeri-Ann, I finally caught you live. Woo woo, love
Yay.
you, girl. And then she also said, I never noticed Lisa's southern accent before. Love it. I was like, you can't always hear it. Hold on.
Lisa's southern accent, like my New York accent, when she talks to her friends from Georgia that
Yes.
she grew up with, it's thick as molasses. Same as me. When I talk to my sisters, I end up talking like I just never left. I'm like, it's funny, but yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, oh, She's also getting her own private text messages. I mean,
Sorry.
rude. No, I'm just kidding.
Sheila said she uses coconut oil.
Mm.
Susan said, "Are you all cold?" I said, "Freezing."
Yes, absolutely cold, freezing.
And Angie said, Ange Smith.
Yeah.
She said, "Hi, Jeri-Ann, Jim, and Lisa."
Hi, Ange.
Hi.
Just to give you guys a little idea, we were away overnight, and Mom didn't do any of the things we do to heat the main part of the house during the day. She just figured she was going to stay in her room, and it didn't make a difference. Well, we got home. I guess she didn't realize the benefit of it, even if you're not going to be out here. It's heat. It helps keep the pipes from freezing. It does a lot of benefits. So when we came home, it was like 40 degrees
Oh my
in the
God.
house. It was actually almost warmer outside.
Yep.
Didn't it feel warmer outside?
Yep.
So I said to Jimmy, I was like, whatever else you're gonna do, just like turn on the stove, turn on the pot of water, even if it's only gonna be for an hour, turn on the fireplace, do all these things. And then at night, if you've never lived in a cold climate before, or if it's having a cold snap by where you live now, run your faucets so that they drip a little bit overnight, so that keeps them from freezing. It just keeps water moving. Try to do like the hot water tap, and I know that'll pull some warm water out of your hot water heater, but it's the best way to keep your pipes from freezing in your crawl space or underground or wherever your pipes are.
Okay. Oh.
No, it's okay. You wrangled me in.
Brenda said, "That's why I'm a wrangler." Brenda said, "I love to wear patchouli oil." I do too, and a lot of people
too.
don't like patchouli, and I don't know why.
I think that because for a while in the 70s, it had like patchouli oil was associated with
Like
people
dirty
people who didn't wear deodorant covered it with patchouli oil. So they have a
Ah.
very almost like
Is that where the term "dirty hippies" came from?
yes.
Ah.
Yes, and they just natural essence. You just want your natural. We weren't meant to shower. God didn't intend us to shower. He would have given us fur like cats and tongues with texture to clean ourselves if that's the way they feel. We are not the only mammal, obviously, but I think we're the only mammal who bathes for cleanliness. Are primates. I think that primates are the only mammals that bathe for cleanliness. I know like hippos do it. They enjoy and they hunt and they swim. Elephants, they use dirt and mud and sometimes water over their backs if they're hot. They do that for cooling down. But as far as like cleanliness is concerned, but we're people, so we're different.
Jesse said, "Did you guys have a blast and any good buys?"
Yes, and actually I was going to ask Jimmy, can I have the paper bag to show what I bought? We tucked your present away. I got Jimmy a surprise present when it was at Bodie's shop. Jimmy shopped at Bodie's shop and then paid for everything for himself. And I was like, dude, what about the rest of us? So I went back with my wheelchair around there and I was like, he wasn't looking. And I said to her, I was like, did he buy one of these? And she's like, no. And I said, okay. She's like, you want me to hide it? And I was like, yeah, hide it. So I got him something for Christmas. But I did get some really very cool things. Just so
We'll
cool.
show him in a minute.
Yeah, I will.
Sheila Hall said, "Does anyone use Thieves from Young Living? I swear it helps keep you healthier. Expensive but worth it."
I have no idea what that is.
I know what Young Living is. If it's the one I'm thinking about, it's an essential oils company. Is that what you're talking about, Sheila? The essential oils?
Oh, like the home party place? Oh, that's what it's called?
Yeah. If that's what she's talking about, then yeah.
Okay.
And then Susan said, "Sorry, my hair's a disaster. I just got up and threw everything and ran."
Right? Her hair's a disaster. Uh-huh.
I fell in the Okay, Susan Brown said, "I fell in the cactus and I had to pull my pants off. I went in the... Wait, there's more. I went in the garage and the gardener showed up. He had his in the garage until they left."
Hide.
He what?
She had to hide. in the
Oh
garage.
yeah, I had to hide. Yeah, sorry. In the garage until they left. Then I went in and got the tape. Oh, Susan.
Poor thing.
And then Rebecca was answering. Wait, where did the comment just go about?
Sometimes
The
people
Young
delete their
Living.
own comments.
Oh, Rebecca was saying that she uses the stuff from Young Living. Okay.
Rebecca, do you sell it? I was just curious. Do you know a distributor? Like, I know that's sort of like having a Tupperware lady.
Sheila said yes, it's an essential oil. Okay, yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what I thought it was.
Okay. I've only ever seen like on Instagram people going like to parties. I've never actually like been offered to go to a party.
I have a friend in,
Texas.
actually, I have 2 friends in Texas that did it. I don't know if they still do it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait.
What happened?
Suzanne, she's just texted me and said, or messaged me and said, I'm commenting on Jerry's live but not hearing anything back. Can you see my comments?
Suzanne Marie?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Let me tell her to go out and come back in.
Oh, okay. Hey, Suze. Susie. All right. So Jimmy brought me my bag. Is there any more quick questions?
Where am I? Okay, huh? Okay, thank you. Thank you. You have no idea. Thank you.
You have no idea what I just did.
Jeri-Ann,
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
believe you.
Was it a
Jeri-Ann.
lot? Was it bad? I know.
Margaret says that your ring, your ring is beautiful. Is that a ruby or a garnet?
It is a ruby. It's simulated. It was $7 on Groupon. It is supposed to be sterling silver, and it's supposed to have like the fake cubic zirconias on the outside. I had an emerald one that I bought because it was originally $7. They sent me the wrong one. So then I saw the rubies come up. They have rubies, sapphires, and emeralds on Groupon for $7. It's a Black Friday thing.
Daniel McCabe. Oh,
Oh, go ahead.
sorry. Daniel McCabe said, "Have a nice day, all." Sherry said, "Hi, Jerry. I'm late to the party as usual."
It's all right. Party's still going, so.
Rebecca Ivy said, "No, I don't. I have a friend here in Connecticut that sells it.
Oh, okay.
The Young Living stuff."
Hey.
Daniel said, "Shout
Yeah,
out to
table.
coffee. I have mine ready." Jan said, "I have to go, ladies and gents. Have a great afternoon. Bye, Jan."
Oh, bye, Jan. I didn't even see you, Jan.
And then Monique Putvane Dunn
Putvin,
said, "Good
yeah.
morning." And Daniel said, "Very nice. $7 is a deal."
It's a Monique Potvin Dunn, and she's always like Dunn, like Ray Dunn. That's how she refers to herself.
Okay.
So I bought this. Now Jimmy wanted. I got Jimmy and Lisa a pendulum just because they were beautiful, and again on Groupon they were inexpensive, but they were gifts. So I'm not going to tell you how inexpensive. And then Jimmy wanted like a scrying board, and the one that he wanted just said like yes, no, maybe tomorrow, later, whatever. And I was like, nope, I'm getting this one. They only had one left, and it's basically it says all of these things that I can't read without my glasses. And then it's got the days of the week and the zodiacs, and then it has the alphabet as well as the numbers, and then it's got the months. So it's really like, and if you guys don't know what scrying is, it's kind of fun, but it's basically you put a pendulum down and you like focus on a question, and however it decides to, like however the Earth's rotation and gravity and energy moves it around, it's kind of cool. But I got it more like for like this one for decorative purposes. But then I said they had another one that was beautiful because it had a woman on the front with the moon phases, and it said yes, no, maybe. And I was like, you know what? We can always just put that on the back. But this was the broom I wanted to share with you guys.
Tommy said, "That's super cool."
This was just a little one. Oh, yours is in your room, isn't it? Because yours has the reeds.
Oh, it's on the desk.
Yeah, forgot. So this is like a handmade broom. The person who this is hand makes these little brooms. This is just like a little dust broom, little whisk broom to get crap off your table. Honestly, it's absolutely stunningly gorgeous. They're also good luck to hang over doorways when you come in and out of the house. What, honey?
Want me to go get my stuff?
Do you want to ask the person to without
Well,
mentioning the person's
I
name?
didn't put it all in one spot.
Oh yeah. You want to
Um,
go get your stuff?
1 second.
Okay.
Tommy Dawson said, "That's super cool," and Sherry said, "Dude, that board is very cool."
Yes. Very
Alright,
cool.
Jimmy, you're in charge of comments for a second.
Okay.
Lisa's gonna go get her stuff because we picked her up a broom as like a present,
Dear,
and
I'm
hers
really
is
nice and
gorgeous.
warm and cozy,
But they
I
actually
gotta
had full size brooms. They were only $125, and I say that it's a lot of money, which is why I didn't buy it because I don't have $125 to spend on a broom. But they were like you can see the way that the branch grew, and they were beautifully honed and they were beautifully stained. And the way that the reeds were, the one that we got Lisa, you can see the reeds around, and this one is actually woven differently. And as you could see, it was $20 or $25, but I thought worth every penny. Of course, I'm not going to use it to clean my house. Just obviously. And then Jimmy bought a little bundle of sage. Just a little bundle. It was just a couple of bucks, he said. He said $3. I thought it was 2. You told me last night.
Seriously, I don't know. It's
I found a geode. I found an amethyst geode that spoke to me from across the room.
okay. Susan Brown says those homemade brooms work beautifully. I've had mine forever. They last a long time. I use to clean corners.
Oh, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. And I realized that we could probably get a really nice one in Amish country when we go there. I think we're trying to go in the spring.
Yeah.
Because we were trying to go now. And, do I need those?
Just one thing, you forget your glasses.
Oh, to show, you showing me something? Oh, sorry guys, hold on one second. Just wanted to show you this amethyst geode. Aw, you're so amazing. Am I swiping?
No, it was
Okay.
fine.
Great job. Thank you so much.
She said, "I love it."
Sorry, everybody. This one was 35,
You know what that's for, and where are you gonna
or
put
it's
it?
25. I think it's 25. And it's just beautiful. I'm gonna actually cleanse it in the next full moon, and I'm gonna keep it on my dresser, on the 2-tier tray. Jimmy has all the crystals in his room, and I'm like, except for my personal few. We got some candles. I think you guys got some.
Yours is a geode.
What, huh?
Yours is a geode.
Didn't I say that?
I don't know, I didn't hear you.
Oh, so this is a,
Poppet.
this is a poppet, and Bodie makes them with her clothes and her grandma's clothes, and they have a select amount of herbs in there. It's just something to keep. It's funny because the way she was describing it, to me, it just felt like almost like not a fidget necessarily, but like a tactile. Like I feel like I just want to hold it and pet the feathers.
Yeah, and it's
and-
like a pocket protection.
Like a pocket protection. There you go. And it's just, it smells amazing. It's not strong. It
It's
smells
got
like,
blue lotus oil in it.
it's got blue lotus oil is very expensive. And she's got like little charms on there. This is like a little lotus. I just was like, and mine has a blue feather and a white feather, and Lisa's just has a purple feather and a white feather, right? But we got the same material.
Well, it's in here.
Oh, it's in here. She's gonna show you hers.
Here.
Jerry.
It's a
Daniel.
blue feather, but it's
Oh, yours is blue too? I thought it was purple. So this is
You
Lisa's
have some.
comments.
Oh, Suzanne can't get in. I don't know why.
Oh,
Here, hold on. We'll get to my bag in just a second.
she's not, Suzanne Marie.
Yeah, sent
She's
2
not
more.
blocked.
Am I supposed to do something special? I've never done a live before.
No.
Hit the button. Jerry.
What?
Daniel said, I guess you're talking about your Geo, because he says that one is nice dark purple, nice size as well. Sherry says that is a very cool stone. She says store, but stone.
Mhm.
And she says she wants one. And Susan Brown says that amethyst looks so beautiful.
Thank you. I'm gonna save this thing for last because I don't even think Jim knows that I got that. Jim bought this. It's an obelisk. It's a black obsidian obelisk with the chakras arched into it.
And black obsidian is very strong protection.
Very strong protection against anything negative,
Yeah.
which Jim needs in his life. Yeah, let everybody catch up. I saw a whole bunch scrolling by, so.
Brooms work beautifully. Did Jim read that one?
In the
Okay.
corner, she uses it for her
That
corners.
one is nice dark purple.
Got that.
That is a very cool store. I want
Stone,
one.
yes. Read that.
Stone. That amethyst geode is so beautiful. And then Susan said, "Where'd you go?" Daniel said, "Nice watch band."
Oh, thanks. It was $4 on Amazon.
Set X living.
Here's what I found.
Why are you not using your fireplace for heat?
Oh yeah.
Daniel McCabe said, "Welcome anyone new. Live is very cool." Sherry said, I lost you. You froze for me. Anyone else? And then me
Yes.
too, me too. Can't hear you. Yeah, okay.
I didn't realize that when I answered my watch that it would pause the video, which was makes perfect sense. It's just my brain wasn't braining at the moment. I actually thought you guys would be able to hear her on the live.
She commented.
Oh, I can't
She
see.
said, I love you, Jeri-Ann.
Oh, I love you too. You just outed yourself. So I was trying to say that Jim got a black obsidian with the chakras in it, and black is really good for protection of negativity. And Jimmy just really has needed this. And if you don't know, the chakras are like the power points throughout your body. Basically, that's the simplest way to put it. But there's actually more to it than that. There's a whole bunch of candles, which I'm trying to find other stuff that's not candles. I got this. Lisa can tell you more about selenite. But I got this really beautiful natural selenite tower. It was just $5. Bodhi had a whole bunch. She has $5 for the small ones, $10 for the mediums, and $15 for the large ones. And then she's got really big ones that she has on light up discs for like $25, and the light comes through. Oh, Jimmy, is your phone there?
Yeah.
Can I borrow it for a real quick second? I just want to show everybody what I light up underneath the selenite. Thank you, hon.
Might not be able to see it with the
Well, we'll try.
Oh yeah, okay.
So you see how it lights up? See the difference, like when it's off the light to when it's on the light?
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
That's an extremely good protection stone too, but it's also really good for charging, like cleansing other stones. Just cleansing anything that you think might have a bad energy about it,
Yes.
or, you know.
You put you can put 4 selenite towers under your bed to
Yes.
keep your sleep protected from different things.
And labradorite.
And don't forget, God made these.
Yep.
God of Abraham. My God I believe in, of
God
Abraham.
was powerful enough to create the entire world and everything on it, then he was sure as hell powerful enough to imbue all of it with energy.
Yes.
It obviously all has energy because the moon affects everything, the moon affects the oceans, the moon, everything.
Yeah.
It's not a negative thing. There's nothing bad about it.
Exactly. And I know the people that are here know that. It's
Yeah.
just when
Susan Brown said, I admire your class and integrity. It's so fun to have a positive live with fun stuff, and I fell in love with the Apache tier in Jim's stream. Oh, is that one of the ones that
he got
I gave you from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That store in Georgia is so cool. If anybody lives in Georgia, anywhere near Doran, Georgia, there's an awesome
Well,
little
anywhere near
metaphysical store.
Durham, but basically Moultrie, Valdosta.
Well,
if
yeah,
you live
but
around
if they
Valdosta, it's worth a
live there,
trip.
They know where Doran
Right,
is.
that's true. If you're anywhere near the Valdosta area at any time, look up Doran and go to this really cool crystal store.
Yeah. It's not a town that you would ever expect to find one in, but
Nope.
it's awesome. She's got
It's
every
like there's
kind
a
of
Dollar
stone you can
General,
imagine.
an apothecary is what they actually call the pharmacy, and
One
then
little
this
teeny tiny bank.
and a teeny tiny bank and a gas station,
And,
that's
they
it.
have like one policeman.
And one right for the whole town.
Okay,
I guess Jim got a talisman bottle. I didn't actually see
Oh, yeah.
these.
Yeah.
I don't know if he bought one of the only 3 that were there.
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know what it says because, guys, even my glasses won't read that. I was just going to give it to Lisa. Do you want to read it? Or are you watching? Lisa's going
It
to read to you what it says.
It just tells you what each of the crystals are that are in it. and
Oh,
what they're
okay.
for.
And what for?
Force and magnetism of nine luck minerals. Quartz crystals for energy. Green quartz is cheers. Rose quartz is love. Red agate or
Agate.
is happiness. Citrine is fortune. Onyx is care. Blue quartz is for peace. Amethyst is spirituality. And red jasper is protection.
And that's very cool, and I didn't see that. The other 2 things that I bought, there's candles in there, and then there's paperwork for all of the candles
Yeah.
that
Tells what each one.
tells what each one is. And I'll tell you, I want to show you the last thing I bought, but before I show you the last thing, this is Spell Lip Balm. So basically, it enhances your spell work when you're doing a spell, and I got this as a gift, but it tells you all of the different oils that are on there. But if you ever get this, she says, be very careful what you say when it's on, because
Yeah.
it will manifest. Not always positively.
Let me just read you go ahead.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
the last thing.
Oh,
Go
it's
ahead,
no,
just-
no, it's not. It's the
Okay.
second to last thing.
Sheila said, this may sound strange, but does that black tower prevent you from being negative against yourself? I tend to be hard on myself. Uh-oh, there was a problem with the what? Okay.
Yes.
Um,
It's absolutely good, Lisa. You,
No,
you know more about
it
it.
can. Selenite is even better for it, but yes, a black obsidian would be good for that too. But selenite's really great about pulling out the negativity. So if you feel negative against
yourself.
yourself, selenite would be probably one of the best. Between those two, I would choose selenite for that.
Um, Jim is very, I know I've told these guys before, he's very empathic to the energies around him. Um, and living sometimes with negativity can be, can really change his spirit, his soul. So it, I really find it important for him to definitely do that. This is called Flying Dream Balm, and it is made with all these special essentials, and it's got a crystal embedded in it. And what you're supposed to do is at night, you rub it on your temples if you're having very special dreams. Let's put it that way. I have very, very vivid dreams since I've been on the Oh,
Oh, oh, oh.
the cat just fell. It's no big deal. She's a cat. She just landed on her feet anyway. I've been having very vivid dreams, as you guys know, since I started the chemotherapy. And I know people have said also with the gabapentin, it also makes the dreams very vivid. So I definitely wanted to get this because there are some days that the dreams are so vivid that I don't sleep properly. They actually wake me up from concern or from like, I want to go do the next thing that I was supposed to do in the dream, so my body will wake up. And I was hoping this will help. So I'll let you know how it works. And then if there's any more questions before I show you the last thing, because the last thing is like special, special.
We have Susan Brown who asked two different questions.
Okay.
Um, any stones
I'm
or
answering her right
crystal-
now, actually.
Okay. And
Well, you can share out loud, Jimmy. Any stones or crystals?
to help with physical pain.
Okay.
And then her second
Wait,
one
hold
is-
on. And Lisa, you're saying?
She's answering.
Hold on,
I
I'm
know.
gonna type it in and then I'll.
Oh, okay. Just for the people who aren't in the chat. Not everybody can keep up with the chat, so. And not everybody who rewatches watches the live chat.
Right. And then the other question was, what can help with nightmares?
Oh. And then she's got an answer for that too.
Yeah.
I wanted to say, if you're watching this, if you're rewatching this or replaying this back, there is a button underneath the video that says live chat. If you press it, the live chat follows along with the video, and you can see what the conversations were being had in the chat. So sometimes somebody will just read me the question, I'll read the answer, and if you don't hear the question on the video, I don't realize that you can't hear Jimmy read the question. So you can follow along with the live chat to see what the question was. If I don't repeat the question back, that happens sometimes too. So I'm not perfect.
Didn't
I
you
just
see
try.
that one?
Yep.
Okay. So Tommy asked. Oh, I answered her in there. So Susan asked about the pain. What's good for pain? There's so many, but a few of them that I named in the chat is amethyst, rose quartz, hematite, clear quartz, citrine. I mean, there's tons of them. I actually pulled up one of the websites I like to use. Amethyst is good for reducing migraines, stress, and tension. Rose quartz is good for heart health and hormone balance. Hematite is good for flushing out toxins and bringing strength. Clear quartz is for chronic ailments and amplifying energy. Clear quartz, you guys, is a very simple looking crystal, but it's amazing for so many things. So you can easily get on Google.
Yeah, it's
and
very
just
abundant in
fall
the
down
earth.
the rabbit hole. Oh yeah, and it's very easy to find. Fall down the rabbit hole looking up information about clear quartz because
It's
there's
very
so much.
It's very abundant to the earth, so it's
Yes.
very cost effective. It's available in lots of different places.
Yes.
And my spiritual advisor says man-made crystals are just as powerful as
Yeah.
earth-made crystals.
Citrine is good for fatigue and easing PMS. I mean, I could just go on. There's like 50 of them here.
Yeah.
The
So,
hematite is good
did
for
you share the
taking
link to
negative-
the video, to the page
The
that
what?
you were reading?
What?
Do you have a
Oh, I
link?
can. What'd you say, Jim?
Hematite is good for taking negative energies and turning it into positive energies.
Yes.
And the thing about the nightmares, did you?
That what Jerry mentioned before. Our spiritual advisor Bodhi. You can follow her. She's the Blue Bodhi wherever she is on everything. And I think I posted it up there. I'll post it again. But
It's BODHI.
Yeah.
Just to let you guys know. Sorry.
she does it, and she even does it to her own bed. She has. You can get a bar of selenite, or you can get the little towers. You can get them in lots of different forms, but she usually does either the towers or the bars. And at each four corners of her bed, she puts a piece of selenite. and then in the middle she puts a piece of black labradorite.
And that helps.
Not
with the
black
nightmares.
labradorite. That's not right.
Just regular labradorite.
No. Yes, labradorite, but there's another one and I can't remember it now.
Okay.
But labradorite in the middle, and that's supposed to help a lot with nightmares, and having any like negative stuff come to you in your sleep.
Okay.
So-
Now this was something that I'm going to ask you because I was confused when you said it the first time, and you just said it again.
What?
It's not the four corners of your bed. It's the head, the foot, the side, and the side, right? Or is it the
No,
four
Buddy
corners?
does the four corners.
Oh, okay. Sorry. All right.
Yeah.
So that it's the four corners.
Yeah.
Um,
Jesse said, Jerry, I went to a local park and found some rocks that have geodes inside. It's a light blue white. That sounds really
where do
pretty.
you
I wonder what that
live?
is.
Could be like it. Could be like angel agate. Blue lace agate is. That's what I meant to say. Blue lace agate. Is got white with, blue
Yeah.
veinies in it.
Okay. Sheila said, sorry, another odd question, but I have
No.
never been into crystals. To get the most benefit, do you have to have it by you, hold it in your hand, or what?
Yes.
Okay. Yes and yes. And
Maybe.
so when
First
you get your own crystals, first of all, the very first thing you need to do before you try to do anything else with them is cleanse them. The most common way is to put them out in the moonlight on a full moon. That you can use sea salt. You can even use, like, some of them get cleansed in water, but you have to be careful because a lot of crystals are very sensitive to water, and they
salt
could
water
actually
especially.
disintegrate, and
Well.
especially in salt water. What?
I read the two best ways is either in full moon or to smudge them. with
Oh yeah, you
sage.
could smudge them too with the sage stick.
And you can bury them in the ground
Yeah.
yes
for 24 hours or a week.
and you just just to cleanse them. That basically means to take out any other energies that were attached to them, and then you can make them your own. And what I usually do with the new ones is if it's a piece of jewelry, I'll wear it around for a day or two. Women,
Got boob crystals.
boob crystals, bra crystals. I won't be anyway.
Revealing her boob crystals to you right now.
Just the only problem is I've had to learn to put them in a little like baggie or something if I have one, because when I take my bra off, then all the crystals go flying on the floor. But that's a great way to put your energy in them. And then once you've cleansed them and you put your energy in them, you don't let anybody else touch them because you don't want their energy to affect the crystal.
Right.
And
And then you can wear them or put them by you,
can.
or
You don't have to have them on you all the time. Once you put your own energy in them for even just a few hours is enough. Then it's yours and it's attached to you and it works with you. It helps you a lot more. You know what I mean? But if you let anybody else touch it, then you need to cleanse it again.
Jim, would you be able to get my knotted bag full that I can show everybody what I do with them?
Jesse said Potosi, an hour away from you, Potosi.
Oh, I forgot. Jessie, that's Jessie from the crafting. She's here.
Oh, she's close too.
Yeah, I forgot. That's who said about the blue lace agate.
Margaret
Agate.
Rose, she asked if we could use Epsom salt. No, you
No.
need to use
Sea salt. But be
Um,
careful with the sea salt. I think that the best way, if you need them cleansed right now, is either to stick them in a bowl full of clear quartz.
Oh yeah, I forgot clear quartz could do that too.
They sell. My spiritual advisor says the ones from Hobby Lobby that they sell that are man-made are great for that too. So they sell them at Hobby Lobby. They're like $7. You can put them in a bowl, submerge your crystal in there, and leave them for 24 hours.
Yeah.
And leave them for 24 hours. Thank you, Jim. And then they'll be cleansed. And what you're cleansing them from is that the guy at the store, he touched it and his energies went in there. And then the factory guy, the guy who
Right.
dug it up from the ground. It just basically holds on to others' energies. And when you want it to make it personal to you, you just want to take those other energies out. And as a matter of fact, not all the time, but sometimes it's good to recharge your own crystals.
Oh yeah.
To cleanse them again in the moonlight and to recharge them to you. So I would like to show you, I think I showed this once before. So I got these little string bags, they're necklaces actually, on Amazon. And the beads come up and they hold the crystals. But this set of crystals right here, when we looked it up, were all crystals that are great for kidney cancer. And I keep this, I had it hanging over on my headboard, but my headboard has been moving a lot lately, so I have it on my lampshade. Because I have them tied in a knot, it does have a really good balance. Do you see how it's like not coming off my thumb? But this is how I use these. I also have bracelets. I don't have them on now because I don't sleep with them, which now I found out the Howlights for dreams, and I probably should sleep with it. Not dreams, it's for anxiety when you're sleeping. But last night I was exhausted, so I took everything off. I fell asleep. But this basically is everything from like there's red amber in here, there's amethyst, I've got citrine, I've got smoky quartz. This is not aquamarine, turquoise. Oh, I've got watermelon tourmaline, which is like really hard to find, and we ended up finding it. So this is how I keep mine by me in bed. I don't wear it. These aren't my boob crystals. This is my kidney cancer crystals. I want the energy to help me overnight. I want them to help me.
I like that, Jim.
Well,
The empty nest quilter. Hi, Jerry. Tom
Hi.
Here from Queensland, Australia.
Good
Love
day.
that I finally caught you live again.
yay. More
So go ahead.
questions? No,
Well,
go ahead.
No, that was it.
I have
So
my-
show the last couple of things. That
Yeah,
you-
I have the last
purchased.
thing that I wanted to show you, and I found it. So I don't know how you guys when you shop. Even when I go to the Dollar Tree, I'm drawn to things. Oh my gosh, that's really cool. And something could be like across the aisle or across the store, and you'd be like, oh, I think I want to go see what that is. I feel that way. I feel that way with, like I said, stuff from the Dollar Tree, Hobby Lobby. It doesn't make a difference. At the oddities, I felt that way. At Bodie's shop stand, I felt that way. So I turned the corner and I said to her, please tell me about this. And this is a chicken foot, an actual real chicken foot that's been taxidermied and spray painted gold. And she told me it's for protection, and the feathers have a purpose and the bells have a purpose. And the fact that she's spray painted it gold, it's for prosperity. So basically, this is basically essentially going to keep my money from running out of my pocket, which I think I need right now. But it's got so many purposes, and I love the fact that it's just an amazing use of garbage. You know, like in America, we don't eat chicken feet. You know what I mean? And I just think it's an amazing. She puts them together, her artistry, her color coordinations, there's reasons behind everything. But basically, that's what she was telling me. She said the feathers, they're all for protection, and then spray painted a gold, and that's really for prosperity.
Can I
So
just
this,
pop in and say one thing?
yeah,
real
of course, about
quick?
this
I'm sorry,
chicken
I
foot.
just don't. Well, because I just posted it. No.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I know. Sorry.
No.
I don't want people to get confused. I just posted the link to that page where I was looking up the information for the crystal.
Oh yeah,
Sorry. Go
no, it's
ahead.
okay. Lisa posted a link to the crystals information website that she uses that she really likes. Just if anybody's interested. So I have that amethyst. I will put that amethyst out in the full moon, which is
I'll have
beginning
to
of
look it up.
December?
Yeah.
And aside from all of the shopping and being with my people and seeing this, just feeling comfortable in the area, it was nice to go away with Jim. We had a lovely time. We had gotten a suite. We stayed at a place called Staybridge by Hilton. And we got a king size suite. So it had a pull out bed in the living room and a king size bed in the bedroom. And it had a roll in shower with a built in shower chair that folds down. I unfortunately messed up and I was going to take my shower in the morning, but I only brought one set of bandages that I got changed at night. Because I was like, oh, a roll-in shower and just walk in. I don't have to step over the tub or slide on or anything. So I messed up because I really should have taken my shower at night, but I was so tired Friday night. Being at a mediumship not only zaps all the energy out of the medium, I felt like it. And I could feel the energy in the room, but as soon as I got back to the hotel, it was like I used all of it. There was nothing left. I was like, do I take a shower now? Jim was like, I don't know, I'm changing your bandages. We all just felt like drained of the physical energy. It was a lot of, it was just amazing. Even the people there were just amazing. It was such a great weekend.
Okay. Let me
Oh.
turn it for just a second. I just want to tell them. So Sheila was just asking if you can shop online for Bodie's shop. You can. It's thebluebodie.com. I just posted it actually in the chat to Sheila. Bodhi also has a physical shop that she just opened actually on Halloween weekend, where you can go and shop in person if you live anywhere near Sapulpa, Oklahoma.
It's
It's
a
at
suburb of
9.
Tulsa. Just to let
I'm
you know.
sorry. Oh yeah.
It's in Sapulpa,
Um,
but it's a suburb of Tulsa.
Yeah, it's on Main Street. It's
And
literally
Highway
like on
66.
the little building on the corner of Main Street and Route 66. It's 9 Main Street in Sapulpa. But yeah, if you go to her website, she does lots of different things, and she's just awesome, guys. If
She's
you can-
having. Oh, go ahead. I'm
No, I
sorry.
was just gonna say, if you can follow her, she's the Blue Bodie everywhere. Twitter, which she doesn't really do Twitter
No,
as much.
no,
but
no Twitter.
Facebook,
TikTok.
Instagram. Here on YouTube, she's the Blue Bodie.
Yeah.
Every Sunday night and Thursday night, she does Reiki. It's her own version of Reiki. And
She's a class 8 certified. What is
yeah,
it?
she's
Class 8?
actually trained in 8 different types
8,
of
that's what it
Reiki,
is.
and she took parts of each of those and created her own type of Reiki called Warrior Reiki, and it's really amazing, guys. And if you've never experienced a Reiki session,
I highly recommend.
yeah, so a massage is good for your physical body. Reiki is good for your energy body. And our bodies are literally made up of energy, and so it's basically like a massage for the energy in your body. She pulls out all the negative energy and she replaces it with positive energy, and just to kind of help you get through, the day or the week or whatever.
And for those of you who have raised mainly Christian, and just to give you an idea, the energy, in metaphysical arts we call it energy. In Christianity we call it the soul. In science they call it. The name just left me. But anyway, so it's basically the soul is your energy. Your soul is your energy. That's what God puts in you. Otherwise, you're just a vessel. And we know because people's souls stay in their vessel when their vessel is broken, and then people's souls leave their vessel while their vessel is still going. So this is things that we know being Christians. You've heard about experiences, and you heard people going on to their next lives or seeing heaven and coming back. We know that this is true. This isn't like just a matter of belief. But Reiki is basically what we would call in Christianity like laying hands on. So like when a pastor or a priest puts his hands on you and prays over you and prays his energy and his faith and helps you restore your energy and your faith and to help your soul be calm, it is the exact same thing.
Yep.
It's just a different name for it. So
Yep.
laying hands on in Christianity is like Reiki in
Yeah.
metaphysical world. So it's just the same thing. Your soul
It's just
talking to soul. It's just a
Yeah,
healing
it's
way.
just a healing. It's just healing.
Yeah, it's just healing your soul. Even
and-
prayer. Prayer is meditation.
Oh yeah.
You call, metaphysicals, we call it meditation. In Christianity, we call it prayer.
Yep.
It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing with the exact same results. Sorry, Lisa, I'm just going to do this a little bit. There you
Oh,
go.
that's fine.
So it's just to give you guys an idea. I don't want to scare the Christians, because obviously I'm a Christian and I'm not going to stop being a Christian just because I believe these things. I've always believed these things, and as a Christian I've
And
believed
you
these
can
things.
do both. You can
Yeah,
be
yeah.
Christian and have Christian beliefs.
Yeah, because how do you believe that God created everything but not crystals and not the herbs for us to use in our bodies? And you have to know that that's true. And you have to know because Christians were around way before CVS. Way before CVS. And people were using, mugwort and motherwort, and they were using peppermint, and they were using basil, and they were using all these different things as medicine 100, 2,000 years ago. Like when Christ was alive, these were the medicines they used in his time. So it's hard to imagine that now they're bad. Okay, I don't understand. Yes, believing in God, believing in Jesus for me is what fills my soul, what comforts my soul. It makes me feel like I'm not alone in this world. But that's not for everybody, and everybody has a different name for it. And some people just have the same feelings with different names for it. So it's just to get you guys an idea that it's not really that different. It's not that bad. It's not bad at all. I mean, I was going to say it's not that bad, but it's not as bad as people make it sound. It's really not. It's
not.
It's modern day churches that have made it seem like it's bad because
Yeah.
it's cheaper to go and pick your own rocks and stones and crystals than it is to go to church and tithe. So of course they want to keep the church business going. I'm not negative about the church. I'm not trying to be negative about the church. I love a church community. But the fact is, they want you to tie the membership. They need the church to run like a business.
Yeah.
And yes, they do good works with those monies too. I'm not trying to say they don't, but to say that one is better than the other or worse than the other is it's just nonsense. You didn't share all your stuff yet.
Did you finish all
Yeah,
yours?
I did. The
Okay.
chicken foot was the last thing. Oh, do you want to move you over?
No, you can tell
Oh,
them.
I got this
This
for
is-
Lisa. This spoke to me, and it made me think I had to get this for her. She really does love a natural crystal, shaped crystal, and this color is just, look, it's her hoodie. This is just her color, and it was sitting on the counter by the amethysts, and I was like, that's the one.
That one's called a Lemurian Aqua Aura Quartz.
Got
so
it?
it might be a dyed quartz, but it's a quartz crystal that, has been imbued with a specific, move it, where do you,
I was trying to put it up to the light for me to see. Okay.
oh,
It's just so pretty.
here, you want to take the bag and just,
Oh. I'll hold them up, and you can tell everybody about
okay,
it.
wait, hold on.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, there's the blue Bodhi.
Oh, yeah. So Tommy said, I totally agree, and I feel like it almost seems to dumb down God to think that it has to be one or the other. I totally agree.
100%. That's the best way to put it. I can't believe that I never thought of those words.
He does and is so much more than we could ever understand in this life. And then I agree with that too. And Pam said, I also believe that God gave us the knowledge and insight to figure out what each crystal should be used for to help us. I've learned so much from this live. Thank you for the info and the links.
Pam Wood, is that, or Pam,
Pam
from,
Wood.
okay, because the Pam
Yep.
is from Australia too, so. I was
Oh,
gonna say-
yeah, yeah. Margaret Rose said, oh, that blue is my color, aqua. Yes, me, turquoise or purple. I'm all over it. Cece Franklin,
It does, Cece.
she said, I'm jealous, beautiful blue crystal. Thank you,
Ah.
Cece. Okay, y'all go ahead, yeah.
No, go ahead. Is there any more? Oh.
No, that's it.
So there's Lisa's pop it. Just pop it in your pocket, pop it in your purse. I guess that's what it's
I wonder
supposed
if
to be.
that's why it's called pop it. I gotta ask now.
I was gonna, because when she said it, I was like, you don't pop it.
No.
I like your charm.
Yeah.
Then she got a bunch of candles. But this is the broom we got her. And your broom doesn't have the things on it either. That's so weird. I really thought that one of the brooms had the reeds at the top.
Oh.
But hers has all of these crystals hanging from it, which we thought were like very beautiful. And I'm not gonna lie, we bought this one and the other one, and we let her pick. But out of all the ones that had crystals hanging on it, Jim picked this one with this particular set of crystals. And this also was only, I think it was only $17 or something like that, but I think that was totally worth it. For some reason, I thought that one of the brooms had the actual reed holes on top. Lisa got witchy bells. It's basically, this is another thing like you do to make money. It's a tiny grapevine wreath with little bells hanging from it. And the reason there's 3 is a reason. And it's
for
got,
protection, but let me see if
she's looking to see more about it. And it's got charms on it. It's very pretty. And this was, I don't know, that much money. Oh, you took your sticker? This was the sticker for the Odysseys that I got Lisa. How'd you know this was your sticker?
I just assumed.
It's a good assumption.
I really just wanted it.
I got her this one. I have one that just says oddities and curiosities, almost like on the end of a log that's on the car already. And this is
Okay.
the other one that they had.
Quick explanation of the witch's bells. Put simply, witch's bells are a handheld size set of magical bells hung from a doorknob or a nail in their homes. Witches mostly use these bells to ward off negativity in a home, but they're also pretty to look at and nice to listen to.
Yeah, like chimes.
Yeah, yeah.
Are these the soaps, Lisa?
Let me see.
Or teas? What is it?
No, those are cone incense.
Oh, okay. So I can't, I took my glasses off. So she got incense cone burners. Is this the regular kind, not the kind that fold down, right?
Yeah, no, they're just the
Okay.
regular. There's
And
another
they-
box in there.
And they are, oh, I see it.
I like the cone incense better just because when it burns, the ash just sort of sits there on top. It's a lot easier to clean up.
This one attracts money.
Need that.
This one is lavender. And
I
this
love
one is
lavender.
patchouli.
There you go, patchouli. Who was it that said they liked it?
Yep. And she got candles. So
Oh, yes.
the candles also have reasons, like the candles, just to give you an
Let's
idea.
have a label on them.
They tell you, like, I can't read it again. Sorry,
Can you
guys.
read it?
Oh, yeah.
This one is everything and then some. Who says you can't have your cake and eat it too? You deserve everything and then some. And the other one?
I'll get it. Yeah, it's sort of.
I have one in my room that's supposed to help with like money or prosperity, abundance, like that kind of thing. This one says, shut your mouth. Tired of folks talking trash? Even a good old-fashioned slap in the mouth never worked this well.
I love that. Oh, my gosh.
What about the,
The orange one?
yeah.
It's there. It's in your bag. I didn't show your candles because I didn't know they had stuff on them.
Well, the little ones don't. They're
little
votives,
ones
but the
don't.
big one does.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me get Jim. Jim
And the
got it.
orange one, we have a project for the orange one. We ain't gonna talk about that. This one says, and excuse my language because I know some people don't like the bad words, but you know, bitch be gone. So powerfully effective, your target might just disappear into thin air. That green one is not mine, it's yours. I just realized that when you read it. I got
bought
that
it.
one
I
for
didn't-
you too.
Oh,
No,
I was
no.
gonna say I didn't buy any.
No, I chose it, but I chose it for you. For the
Bitch be
same
gone.
type of
Reason.
yes. Just maybe not exact, you know,
Yeah.
Nope, that's the wrong one. Hang on.
So, people who talk about me
Here.
and people who talk about me,
The green one is for you and Jim both.
yes. Oh my, and of course they smell
Oh yeah,
delicious.
they smell very good.
Thank you. So we had, like I said, we had quite a lovely. Jim actually got other things that he's already taken. He got his own like little crystals. Your little bag of crystals isn't in here that you got from the one lady. Little Ziploc
That,
bag.
I didn't take them out yet.
They were in there last night.
Yeah, they were. I just
I
didn't
just
see
want to
them.
say something about the oddities and curiosities. If you like anything to do with like, if you like animal bone, like you know how some people have like a deer head on their wall because they hunt or
Yeah,
you
like
know, whatever.
taxidermy.
They have all kinds of taxidermy stuff there. Like it's artistry, but it's not your typical kind of artistry. So if you like artistry that's unusual in any way, or maybe not like mainstream accepted, or maybe not like put into art galleries because it's not fancy enough or whatever, it's definitely for you. You guys should check it out. Find
Oh.
their website and see if they're having one anywhere near you because it's so much fun.
Sorry, I found them. And Jim got these 3 crystals. Do you know what they are, Jim?
Opalite is the see-through one.
Opalite. I got a moonstone.
Oh, maybe that's moonstone.
Oh, okay.
I get moonstone
Moonstone.
and opalite confused all the time.
And I think I got an opalite or something. I can't remember what I
Let me
got.
see.
But I know I got a sunstone and a moonstone because they were necessary.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
sunstone's over here. That one's moonstone. I'm not sure about that one. I have to look it up.
Red.
I
red,
get
red
moonstone,
jasper.
moonstone and opalite mixed up all the time.
It's an agate. We just know it's an agate. No, I'm kidding. So we keep saying that because there was this lady who did a TikTok video who thought she was being like cool, and she was like, "Look, it's purple agate," and instead of saying agate, she called it agate. So that's what we call it. That.
Yeah, that's why we say that. It's just funny. She says all of them the way.
Does anybody have a time for me?
Yeah, you're over an hour.
Oh, of course, because we had a good time.
It was just too much fun. I didn't want to cut you off. Because everybody's really enjoying it today. Like.
Yes. First of all, they love
So-
you. I know you.
No, I don't care anymore.
Yeah. She did. She.
I'm gonna say a bad word, so cover your ears if you don't like it. But fuck the haters. I'm over it.
Oh yeah.
I'm over it. Like
Yeah,
me, don't
God.
like me. I don't care. I don't care anymore. Jerry's my best friend. I'm here to support her. I don't care. Say what
Preach,
you want.
sister, preach.
Susan said, Lisa, thank you for all your help today. You're great to help with the live. It has been great to have you help with questions. You, Jim, and Jerry make a great team.
Agreed.
I said, I think we're going to be doing it this way from now on.
I'm gonna make her drink coffee next time, though.
Hey.
That's right, you have coffee.
I'm sipping, and I got a soda.
Forgot
and
she had coffee today.
Why do I need a coffee? I'm awake.
It's coffee chat.
Oh. I thought you meant because I was like.
No, it's a coffee chat. Everybody's got. But actually, what I do say now, I used to say grab your cup of coffee. Now I say grab your cup of coffee or whatever you're drinking, because people are like, I got tea. I'm drinking hot tea this morning. Sylvia didn't come on the live stream.
Well, since we're already over an hour, can I say something about the mediumship the other night? Okay.
Hang on, guys.
You don't have to get
Oh,
closer,
never
it's
mind.
fine.
She said I don't have to get closer.
Next time, if you want to get closer, I need to actually like do.
We'll put it in the middle.
put
Your hair?
No, yeah. You're fine over there.
Listen, you brushed your teeth. It's not like they could smell it anyway.
So I am very skeptical about mediums and psychic stuff, and because there's so many scammers out there, so many people that just do it because they want your money or whatever. And so when I first came across one of Bodhi's lives on TikTok, I watched her for a few days, and there's something about her energy. You can just tell very quickly how genuine she is, and she really has. I've never met anybody who has the kind of gifts that she has. She's unbelievable. But during the mediumship on Friday night, so what she does is she comes over and she takes the person's hand and just kind of sits for a minute. She does not ask any questions. She doesn't want you to talk. When everybody started coming into the room, her big thing with these is that she won't look at you and she won't touch you because she doesn't want to connect with anyone right away, because her mediumship abilities are so strong that if she looks at you and there's anybody with you or anything that wants to come through, it immediately comes to her. And so she doesn't want to attach to anybody until she's doing individual things. So she came over to me, and when she got to mine, and she held my hand and she stood there for a few minutes, and then she started talking about things that she saw or whatever. And there's one thing from my childhood, and I'll tell you just a little bit. My father passed away when I was 8 years old, and it was actually on Father's Day, very early in the morning, and he was right next to me, and when I woke up, he was on the couch and he had passed. And that was very traumatic for me for many reasons. But attached to that passing, I blocked out pretty much all of my childhood prior to 8 years old. And Bodhi didn't know this. There's only a handful of people that did know this before today. Jerry knew it, just a couple of people. Bodhi told me as she was doing my reading, she goes, there's a swatch of time that's missing in your life. It's like you closed a door and you closed it. She's like, nobody else did it. You did it. And there's a reason why. And, and so basically she told me that I needed to find out why. That for 100%, for the 1,000th time, cemented for me that she really does have a gift. She really does have the ability to do stuff like this. So if you guys ever want somebody that you really believe that has a gift, she's the one to go to. So I'm telling you, look her up, guys. Follow her wherever you want to follow her. Watch her lives. She's unbelievable.
On
she really
TikToks, on TikTok and on YouTube, when she does lives, she does offer what she calls not cold readings. Lisa, remind me what they're called. When she'll just read. You can sign up on her website for like different prices depending on what it is. She does sigil drawings. Did you show everybody your sigil?
No.
So sigil is just like a thing that comes to her. Not really, a little bit. Sigil is a thing that comes to her that reminds her of you, like it's a shape. It's a shape protection.
Yeah, when you purchase a sigil, when you pay the little price on there, you can put in the comments like what you would like for the sigil to mean for you, because you want to
manifest love. You want to open your heart. You want to stop your anxiety.
She puts her intention into it for you, and she's very artistic, and it just comes to her, and she just knows how to do it. And she'll draw whatever, and as she's doing it, she's imbibing it with whatever in manifestations you want in it. She does stuff like that. She does card readings.
Many people have been getting them tattooed. That she actually has a shop that's down the block from her, works with her customers.
Yeah.
If you ever go to her shop and she draws you a sigil, you can just go over to the tattoo parlor and get it tattooed on you, which I thought's really, really cool. He'll take you walk in without an appointment when you're coming from her shop. But you can go on these lives on TikTok and on Instagram. Not Instagram, lives on TikTok and YouTube for your own personal reading. You go on her website. It's in her link tree at TikTok. It's in her bio. And you can go on her website and you can, tonight she's going to do live 3-card pulls, basically is what she calls them. So she takes tarot cards.
If you keep doing that, I'm going to look her up
Okay.
for a second.
She does tarot cards. She does different types. So she'll have 3 different decks. One deck will be, for example, it's always different. So one deck might be Jimmy had a Nordic tarot card reading. So she has like a Nordic deck or possibly just straight up tarot cards, say. Then she has a deck that's got like a second deck of same type of like oracle cards, like same type but different. Like these will be Nordic and this will be women.
Yeah, she's got like 50 decks.
Yeah, and then she'll pull the third card, just say maybe it's like your crystal for the week. And that's what she does during the zodiacs. But when she does a 3 card pull, she just randomly pulls 3 cards. She talks to you. She's like, she'll say, she did for Lisa. She'll be like, Lisa, are you there?
Yeah.
She's like, all right. Lisa says she's there. Okay, Lisa, just go ahead and manifest. As she's shuffling, Lisa puts her intentions out there. And then she randomly pulls these cards, just like a regular tarot reading. But she does it on a live stream.
Yeah.
And she uploads almost all the time when she can. She uploads them to YouTube so that you can go back and watch them.
Yeah.
And you can screenshot them, record them, or share them with your family just to get your own personal reading. And they're not expensive, and you can do it from the privacy of your own home. I had her do, it's not a, what are the readings called? It's not a cold reading.
Channeled reading.
Channel reading, thank you.
She's doing those again tonight, by the way.
Oh, and she's doing channel readings tonight, which basically you pay a little bit of money. She has a list. She says, okay, Jeri-Ann. She's like, Jeri-Ann, let's go, you know. She said, my channel reading for me, she said, I see an orangutan, and then I see a grizzly bear, and then a moose, and then it goes back to the orangutan. And I was very...
Here's the one thing about the channeled reads.
Oh.
When she does them, she'll tell you up front. They're not typical readings like sorry, words.
Like a mediumship.
And the mediumship, like what she did Friday night, is a full read. These channeled readings are very simple. She'll throw out 2 or 3 things, like whatever it is that she sees, she'll tell you a couple of things, but then it's up to you to go back and research either online to see what it might mean spiritually, and then to kind of maybe talk to family members to see, do you know why this might mean something? And
she has one of her wranglers was like, for one of her first reads, she got like a red suit, and she's like, I don't know, a lady in a red suit, and her mom was like, Mom, she was sent to her mom. My mom was like, Mom, do you know who Tina is? And she's like, oh, Tina with the freaking red suit. And it made like it connected that way.
Yeah.
But for me, and she tells you, she goes, go look up what it means. Like, what do these animals mean? What do these crystals mean? What do these symbols mean? So I got an orangutan and a grizzly bear and then a moose. And then I went back to the orangutan. I was perplexed. But when I started to first thing that popped into my head was my mother, my father, and my brother. Because my brother was big like a moose. My father was... We used to call him Grizzly Adams because the way he was big and he had all his hair and his beard and stuff. And my mom, when I wasn't sure about the orangutan part, and the first thing I read about the orangutans was that mother orangutans protect their children. But then later on in the reading, she said it was a male orangutan. So I was very confused by that. However, it's still what it meant to me. And it doesn't necessarily mean, it doesn't have to be like verbatim. It could just be like what you got out of it. Now, she did these channel reads for each people. She did these mediumship reads for these certain people. I got something out of each one. Spoke to me.
And she says that all the time. If you're watching the readings,
and something connects with you.
if something connects for you, then that thing could also have been meant for you.
Yeah.
Even though she's doing the reading specifically for
Right.
the person that paid for it, somebody for you may have come through and said, hey, yeah, me too, you know, or whatever.
The first lady she read for had like, she's like, I see, you know, the Ronald McDonald, the clown wig that's with all the rainbows, but I see one that's just all white. And my mother had an afro. And I always imagine my mother now is like a big white afro. And she said this, and she's like, and the wig and the hair is getting bigger. And it's the one thing that she wasn't really sure the girl didn't really connect with. And I was for sure like, oh my God, it's my mom. She's joking and she's laughing. And I was like, then she started this next read and she talked about this guy with the overalls and the hat and with the, and I was like, oh my God, that's my dad. My dad used to walk around like, he wouldn't wear, like, keep the toothpick hanging out of his mouth. When he stopped smoking, he did for a while because he had that oral fixation he had to do. So this guy was hanging with a straw out of his mouth, like just all these things. And then when he did the same thing, like as he went around she went around the room, I was like, oh my God, I'm pretty sure that's, you know, like I'm getting a message from that and I'm getting a message from that. It was very cool. I want to just like take everybody just come meet at my house and we'll have her come over. Not really, but you know.
Susan said,
Susan
wait,
Brown?
this was back, Susan Brown. This was back a little bit ago. I love patchouli. I wore it out, and the waitress said, "Who has patchouli on?" Lush makes a patchouli shampoo that really leaves a great smell. And I said, "Oh my God, I need that shampoo." And Margaret Rose said, "Susan, where can you buy that shampoo?" Thank you.
Lush, I never heard of it. That sounds amazing.
Is it Lush the same one that makes the bath bombs?
Maybe.
Susan?
if you can comment.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the same company. Maybe I'm not even thinking about, maybe Lush doesn't even make bath bombs, but that's what I associate them with, because,
Now, Lisa was talking about how the girl that is from the meetings, they do Zoom meetings, and the girl that's at the Zoom meeting saw her and was like, oh my God, and she fangirled over her. She doesn't remember all of the other people when they found out that she was hippie mama. Oh my God, you're hippie mama? Like, they were fangirling over her. They didn't even want to come and hug her. They were like two fangirling over her, you know? See, because she's she's a mod for, a
Oh, yeah.
wrangler for Bodie's channel, so she's always in the comments.
yeah, so if
And-
you see Hippie Mama, that's me
Yeah.
on her YouTube
I mean-
or on her TikTok or Facebook too.
Right, that too.
So,
Yeah, so I just thought that was, I really have enjoyed this a lot. I'm glad Lisa decided to F the world and be
too.
on here because I've missed her coming on and not being able to talk about her and stuff.
well,
So I can tell you guys if it's okay now, and I
Mhm.
won't share all the details, but when she first visited me, people made really derogatory comments about her. And she was going through like the challenge of all of these things with her hip. And it really, she was very sensitive about it at the moment. And she's like, just don't even talk about me or anything. And I was like, okay. So how are you moving to my house to live with me and I'm not able to talk about you?
well, here's the reason. I have a bad hip. I need to have a hip replacement. I was going through this whole process while I was still working of trying to get approved to get it done. The doctors were telling me I needed to lose weight, which obviously I knew that I needed to. So I started the process of trying to lose weight back in November. I have hypothyroidism, which is never under control. We constantly have to change my medicine, so that makes it harder for me to lose weight. Having a bad hip, the only exercise that I was approved for was walking in a pool, and that's fine. That's what I did the last tail end of the school year last year. I went 3 days a week and walked for an hour every single day in the pool that my school offered this facility for their swim teams, and I did that. So I started losing weight. All summer long, I did it at probably 4 to 5 days a week. I walked for an hour every single day, but it's literally taken me since last November until now to lose 50 pounds. And I have lost 50 pounds. Maybe people don't notice that because I am not on the lives and stuff very often, and that's fine. But it just pissed me off because I had really busted my ass to lose weight. And at that point, I think I was like at 35 or 40 pounds when they made the comment. And it just really upset me because I worked really hard, and that's the first thing they noticed and they commented on, and I was very
Yes.
sensitive to it.
Also,
Now I
that's
don't
the
care.
first. Also, it's the first thing that doctors say. The first thing that doctor said to her when, now she has hip. This is too much information, but I don't care.
No, I don't
She
care.
has hip dysplasia. She's a hippie person, and I don't mean just like a hippie chick. She's pear shaped,
Yep.
and she's had large babies. She was having hip dysplasia whether or not she was 120 pounds, or more. It was happening to her. And the first thing that all the doctors were like, you have to lose weight. Well, this isn't, I don't have bad hips because I'm heavy. I have bad hips because of my life. You know, and then for somebody to come out and be derogatory about it, and I wanted to come through and choke the person out, but that's a whole nother story altogether. I'm not physically violent normally, but I am very protective of my family. So,
Well, it was just upsetting, and
Yeah.
it frustrated me, but like I said, I don't care now. I'm here
Yeah.
to support Jerry and Jim, and
we're here to
No,
support,
and-
she's here so we could support
yeah.
her.
And I'm here because I needed to apply for disability while I tried to get the rest of whatever's going to happen with my hip worked out. It may be a permanent thing until I actually retire, or it may not. I don't know. So,
You leaving?
we'll just have to see what happens. But Jerry and Jim were kind enough to take me into their home and support me while I waited out, because when you apply for disability, you can't be working. You can't have any income coming in. So I basically left my job and moved in here and just am kind of waiting everything out. So we'll see what
I
happens.
just wanted to show you my chicken foot before you left.
I was watching the whole video.
Oh.
Yeah, she's been commenting a little bit here and there.
I don't want you to see it one day and throw it out on me.
She'll be like,
It looks like it's
I love you.
Grandma G's here.
Oh, yay, Ginger!
See you tomorrow. She was on it.
With
her name.
I know, but you don't know who she was.
I
Trying to keep it on the DL. I know. I never even told anybody your first nickname. Like, I don't even, nobody knows anything about it. Now they do now.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Because That's what Bodie said when Lisa started telling him about the Gossip Bakery and all the stuff that I've had to go through. Now Bodie was like, "Oh my God, now I'm gonna be on the Gossip Bakery."
No,
And
no,
she's
she
like,
goes, now I have to go to the Gossip Bakery and see
well,
if there's any
besides
threads
that,
about me.
right? She's like, "Oh, now that you're here and we're talking about it," she's like, "Now I'm
And you
gonna
know
be."
what? Gossip Bakery people, say what you want, man. Ain't nobody cares anymore.
Nobody got time for
cares.
that.
Ain't nobody got time for that. You're trying to prove something that there's nothing to prove. I just think it's freaking
Did you want to take your burrito?
Do you have a ride home?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to take your burrito?
I was trying to tell you something.
Oh.
I'm here too.
Yeah, I know.
Well, actually, it's really time to wrap it up anyway.
Yeah.
It's been this is going to take 5 years to upload. So if you can wait a minute, I'll say goodbye to everybody. Listen, this was so much fun. I don't want it to end, but seriously, it's going to be stuck on my phone for 6 months because it's going to be like, I can't upload. I love you. If nobody's told you today that you're loved, please come by and hear how much I love you, because you guys know, I'm sure Lisa does too. We love you very, very much.
Love you guys.
And thank you for joining us today. It was so much fun. Next week, I hope to have heat and be in the craft room. That's the plan.
No.
Oh, no. Next week, I will have heat. I don't think I can be in the craft room.
Nope.
But we will definitely come on a live for you,
Yes.
no matter
Yes.
what room it's from, okay?
Yes.
All right. Love you. And as always, you take care. God bless, and we'll see you next time. Bye.